Hey, Barakatham to the elect and elders of the nation of Israel, who's preaching this truth. My lesson now is going to be called Esau-Edom, America, Babylon, because they're like synonyms, right? Wicked one, wicked two, but wicked is wicked, right? But hey, I don't have that much memory on my phone. I got to buy a new phone, so I'm gonna get with it and be as fast as I can. All right. So here we go. The Cain spirit that Esau has. Esau, which is the white man, not judged off of skin solely, because it talks about skin and appearance in the book of John, chapter 7 and 24, the book of 1 John, chapter 4 and verse 1, judge thy, righteousness versus the appearance, okay? Paraphrasing greatly, all right? But here we go. All right, Cain killed his own brother, right? And that's the spirit that Esau has, all right? Esau is Cain coming back to, have to pay for what he did when he, you know what I'm saying, for the iniquity of killing your own brother, all right? There's a cost to be paid when you do that. And Jake does the same thing, because we're drunk off the same wine as Esau-Edom, you know what I'm saying? The America, Babylon, this is the harlot of harlots, I'm gonna get this, but we'll get some scriptures here, okay? This is Genesis. Like I said, I gotta be quick. My phone, I don't have that much storage. I had to delete my videos. Esau, bro, he's trying hard to stop us, bro. Don't let him stop nothing, through the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. This is the book of, I got my notes here. Again, on my second lesson, I just want to be as prompt and quick to the cut as possible. All right, if that makes sense. But Genesis 4 and 10 says, and he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand, okay? And Esau want to say, or Cain in this sense, am I my brother's keeper? Yes, you are. And you don't think the Yahweh Shai hears the blood or the voice of the blood of the Gadites from in Babylon the Great, America? Come on, man. These people are going to get cooked. They're going to get cooked. All right, moving on. All right, now Jake is drunk off the same spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be drunk off the same spirit as America, Babylon, Esau-Edom. No, nigga. These motherfuckers are going to get cooked. All right, this is the most wicked place ever in existence, America. And Esau-Edom is the most wicked creature to ever breathe out of a vessel. Bottom line, they try to hide their identity all the time. Oh, we're this, we're that. Holier than down them fucking churches, man. Fuck y'all, man. Y'all, it's all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't like the way I'm talking, don't listen to the video. I'm not talking to you then, soft ass nigga. I'm talking to the elect and the elders and that of Yasharallah, the real men. All right, the Lord didn't raise up no soft ass men. All right, harsh language. Get a life. Get a life. Go to church, nigga. All right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 17 and verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. There's never been a place that appreciates homosexuality and all the crazy, nasty, ridiculous shit that goes on in this country. All right, this country is disgusting. And you foreigners, you came over here to get a drink out of the cup of this nasty place. You're going to be embarrassed. Woe to you foreign ass niggas who came over across from seas to join into this nasty bullshit. Y'all all going to be mocked in history. America's going to be the most mocked story in history when the kingdom comes. All right, it's going to be embarrassing that you was an American. Watch this. All right, watch this. Because there's more to the story. All right, like I said, I'm looking at my notes so I can be brief. All right, I'm trying to stay in order here, right? All right, now here's the book of, you don't want to be an underling to a fool, right? And Esau's a fool. You go into the Greek, that word fool means apron, which means insane one. All right, a fool is insane. Esau-Edom is insane. The so-called white man is insane. He don't even realize the damnation he caused his children. All right, they're going to have to pay for his wickedness, ultimately. Okay, it's going to be a perpetuation of payment until the order's restored again. All right, they're going to do their 1,000 years of slavery, man. They're going to pay. They're going to pay. Nobody gets away with anything. All right, Yahweh Shai, man. This is the book of Sirach. Like I said, I'm trying to be brief here because my phone don't got that much. I've been deleting shit. I don't know what's going on. But this is the book of Sirach, chapter 4 and verse 27. Make not thyself an underling to a foolish man, neither accept the person of the mighty. Okay, you don't give. Who cares if the Esau-Edom mighty? Oh, he got all this. Man, fuck that. That's all vain. He gonna lose all that. That ain't. That's short term. We're dealing with the long term here. Yahweh Shai is about the finished product. All right, you know what I'm saying? That's why we go through these fires. That's why we going through this adversity. He getting all the dross out of us, so we can be his finished products, man. It is going to be beautiful. Just take the pain, man. All right, the hell with fitting in with these motherfuckers, and you understand? Making yourself an underling to this foolish nation, man. America, Edom, Salakia. America, Babylon is going down, man. Straight up. It's bottom line. Jake always want to drink out of that cup. We don't want to stop. Put it down, man. You're not like them. All right, you got a heart. You got a conscience, nigga. You're not. Stop trying to be like the Edomite. All right, they calcify pineal glands and that. And I'm not talking about this Edomite by color, okay? Because the book of John, chapters 7 and 24 talks about judge not by thy appearance, but by thy righteousness. St. John, chapter 1, St. John 4 and 1 talks about try the spirit by the spirit in that, okay? It's not always about color. Because we could lose that, all right? But your spirit is always going to be with you. You always were who you were, right? So, and Esau is jealous like Cain, right? I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get Proverbs. I'm gonna get Proverbs real quick. Try to make this quick as possible, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Proverbs 6 and 34. It says, "For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance." Look at what Esau is doing to us. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, if we put $1 in a month, the government take $1 in a month from us. Cover a few brothers in prison that didn't do, crazy shit, right? Just to make up for the numbers. That's like, dude, just with the Negroes is like, there's 40 million of us here. That's like $412 million a year, okay? That's billions in like 3 years. We could have been out of poverty, but Esau is jealous. He's jealous because we got the blessing, he don't. All right, he been fighting for his birthright back ever since. He's never gonna get it. You try to finesse Jake with your greedy ass. You wanted the fucking stew, nigga. Eat the stew. You got the stew, nigga. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about the blessing. That's ours, nigga. We getting that. All right. If you don't like my language, don't watch my videos. I don't care. This is frustrating. All right. Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. Wickedness make make a man angry, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, what was that, man? Yeah, so and then look, all right, so Esau's jealous of Moab. Why they always worried about Moab? What the Chinese man doing? Oh, they're getting ahead of us. They're getting jealous ass niggas. You're not gonna rule forever. The fuck? Nobody rules forever, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you're too jealous to see that. All right, you're too jealous to see that. The book of Proverbs. Saying in Proverbs, all right, chapter 27, try to be quick, like you. So, man. Proverbs 27 and 4. I got my notes, you know what I'm saying, because I'm still new at this, I won't mess nothing up. Proverbs 27 and 4 says, "Wrath is cruel and anger is outrageous, but who is able to stand before envy?" All right, Esau envies everything he don't got. He stole everything he has, bro. The so-called white man stole everything he has, man. The Esau-Edom is his biblical name. He stole everything. He's a thief. He's a vagabond. He's a fugitive. He's going to be hunted. Jeremiah 16 and 16. The Lord is only going to, so many more prophecies got to be fulfilled before Jeremiah 16 and 16 is off the chain. You know what I'm saying? There going to be hunters coming, right? Read that one more time. Wrath is cruel and anger. This is a book of Proverbs 27 and 4. Wrath is cruel and anger is outrageous, but who is able to stand before envy? Okay? An open rebuke is better than secret love. We got to rebuke Esau. Esau is wicked. Rebuke our own people, starting with ourselves first, but rebuke Esau, man. Esau is wicked as hell, man. Okay? Hold on, let me keep my sword. Salakia. I'm a little pissed off, man. This is frustrating as hell, man. My phone keep acting up on me every time I do a video, bro. This is ridiculous. But they can't stop this truth. All right? All right, this is 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians. Chapter 11 and verse 2. For I am jealous over you with godly jealousy, for I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chastened virgin of Hamashiach. We're not allowed to be drunk off of this. That's why he saved the 7,000 and didn't take a need of Baal, right? The remnant, the elect in that. The Lord has it all set up because he's a jealous God over his people, all right? Esau tries to think he's Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai, man? He thinks he's Yahweh Shai, man. He wants to be the Most High, bro. He's going to be humbled greatly. You watch what happens to Esau-Edom. Watch what happens to America, Babylon the Great. All right. That's one. That's another. And I got another one here. I got a few more, and I'm gonna be quick with them. Because my phone, like I said, I gotta buy a new cell phone, man. It's ridiculous. But I've cleared out everything. It's all good though. And America's an abomination. Okay, like I was saying in my last video, you can't love America and love Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. That's ridiculous, bro. That is blasphemy. That's against the scriptures, bro. All right. Now, that's against Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Now, all right. So, yeah, I'm going to get some scriptures to cover my point here. Okay. I actually missed the scripture, Salakia. Before I get into America being an abomination, I want to get into how Jake is copying Esau real quick. So 2 Corinthians, because we get drunk off of the same cup as our enemies when you're in their lands and that. That's how idolatry comes, man. That's why the Lord puts BTA belt to ass, you know what I'm saying? Because of that. Now check this out. This is 2 Corinthians, okay, chapter 2 and verse 3 through 4. And I wrote the same unto you, lest when I came I should have sorrow for them of whom I ought to rejoice, having confidence in you all, that my joy is the joy of you all. For out of much affliction and anguish of heart I wrote unto you with many tears, not that ye should be grieved, but that ye might know that ye might know the love which I have more abundantly unto you. Okay? That ain't the one I wanted though. Salakia, y'all. I don't know why I got that one in there, but I'm gonna make something out of it. I'm gonna make something out of it. For as much, Salakia. Just scratch that one. All right. I don't know what I was doing with that one. Is it 2 Corinthians? 2 Corinthians 2 and 3 and 4? No, that's wrong. All right, Salakia. I went off track a little bit. All right. Salakia. But back to America being an abomination. All right. We're gonna get Proverbs. Watch this. And you're not stopping shit. You always say, you'll start noticing when you come into the truth, bro. There's gonna be hurdles everywhere after you start stopping smoking and giving Yahweh Shai everything you can within your power, right? You're gonna still slip, but you know what? Yahweh Shai gonna cover that. That's what we're under grace. You're not gonna be perfect. You're not gonna keep the law perfectly, but do what you can. You know what I'm saying? The Yahweh Shai will cover the rest. Simple as that, man. That's how it goes, man. All right, Proverbs 11 and 1. Good one here. Proverbs 11 verse 1. A false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. Esau-Edom is going to pay for everything he did to Jake in this life, in the next life, any life that you could possibly think, anything they did in the past, anything they're doing now. Do not be fooled. They're going to reap whatever they sowed. They're going to get it back, bro. But you know what's crazy? Oh, remember how I'm going to try to be quick. This is a little segue, man. Excuse me, fellas. But, remember how when they tried to bust into Lot's house and rape the angels and that, right? He blinded them niggas. They couldn't even get to the door, right? He doing that to Esau-Edom right now. He got his enemy in his back door, pounding, beating the dog shit out of Jake. But his enemy's been invading this country, bro. They have millions of Chinese that came in this country that they don't even know where they're at, bro. But no, let's beat the dog shit out of Jake. Watch what happens, man. Watch this. What's gonna happen to Esau-Edom, bro? They ain't gonna see it coming. All right. I'm gonna get more on that abomination real quick, man, before my phone cuts up on me. Leviticus, the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Okay, that's on you. You chose to feed into lasciviousness and concupiscence and all kind of matter of sexual immorality. And Yahushua gonna get you for that. You know, he don't play about that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, there's more on that. You know, on these abominations that Yahushua told us not to deal with, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you see so many sissy jakes running around here, wrist bent, trying to be like Esau. Nigga, that's weak as hell, nigga. Yahushua not dealing with you, bro. This is the book of Romans, chapter 1, Salakia, and verse 26. For this cause Yahweh gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into which is against nature. Esau-Edom, Babylon, America is against nature. And like verse 27, and likewise also the men leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat. These mugs are, you can't do that, bro. You're men and men, no, bro. That's that beast troglodyte mentality that Esau had. I caveman, do what the fuck I want to do shit. Fill my flesh, my fleshly cup. Nigga, fuck you, man. You're going down, bro. I can't stand you motherfucking Edomites, bro. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of you motherfuckers, bro. You got so much Jake gonna take before it's like, bro, I'm sick of y'all niggas, man. Yahushua, please come, bro. Please. This is a book of, and you know, I mentioned my pastor in a few videos ago, you know, dating young women. Ain't nothing wrong with dating young women. You know, that's it's supposed to be that way. Esau, Edom, America, Babylon, they got it switched around. They do everything that's contrary to scripture, right? You know, but anyway, this is the book of Revelations. All right, but no, my pastor was dealing with young men. My pastor was having sex with young teenage boys. Now, he repented from that. And I mind you, I was a child. I was young, you know. I shouldn't even been in that church, but I was a young kid, whatever have you, right? I ain't trying to throw nobody under the bus, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you got to see these things, man. You got to have it. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to be able to notice when something ain't right. You know, you got to have that discernment. You know what I'm saying? This is a book of Revelations. Yeah, you having sex with teenage boys, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Fuck that. Yeah, repent, but damn, nigga, no. Revelation 14 and 8. And there follow another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations, get this, drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. India, the China man, the Israel, the Iranian, whatever, the Indian man, the Southeast Indian man. They come over here and get drunk off of the same shit that America did, stepping on Jake, setting up shop in Jake's territory, selling Jake cigarettes, selling Jake wine and that, knowing Jake got a problem. Got Gad out there strung out, drunk as fucking them fucking reservations, man. You know, and you know, we don't own them fucking liquor stores, nigga. That's these other nations that came over and got drunk, right? Man, it's crazy, man. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, let me just hurry up and make this short, man. But look, buck breaking, right? They were buck breaking men in this country, bro. They would do the gayest shit you could imagine to a slave man to keep him in submission to their nasty ass will, bro. And yo, nobody was just proud to be in America. No, you're proud to be a buck breaker, bro. You're proud to be buck breaking. I'm gonna end it there, man. And you know,